usually wind up seeing good fights because he knows how to control the action without stopping the action.
Just for men, hair color, ring experience. They have comparable experience numbers. Both men have fought former titleists. Mtagwa has the experience of growing up in his career and moving onward, and now his management feels that he is gaining a lot. And Teddy, we talked about it in the first fight, the heat, the perspiration, the water, the sweat. Why doesn't this commission use the duct tape on the gloves so that we stop with the loose tape like we saw in the co-feature? Well, look at the gloves in this main event.
I think somebody was listening to our broadcast and called somebody on a cell phone, and voila.
And I'm glad they did, because that should solve the problem. It is a hot, sticky, high 90s, high humidity night here in South Philly.
Well, I'll tell you what won't be a problem. Getting action from these two fighters as long as it lasts. Brown will try to make himself a little harder to find than Mtagwa. Mtagwa will be right there in the kitchen looking to eat on Brown all night long. Brown comes, as you said, from Kansas City. Not exactly a place where you see a lot of fighters or real good fighters come from. Most of his fights for Brown have been in Missouri. You can build up a record a little bit there.
And that's what he's done, winning 3 straight against mid-level to mediocre competition. Alvin Brown is in the red trunks.
Common opponent for our great fans out there want to do a little quick scouting. Emmanuel Lucero. Brown knocked him out in 3. Mtagwa lost a 10-round decision. Tells you right there that Mtagwa is more durable. Better chin. Shows he can also go rounds with a level of fighter that so far Brown hasn't been able to. But we'll have a chance to, or an opportunity to change that tonight. You know, I'm going to put in a new kind of scouting system here. I'm going to try it out tonight. If I believe that Mtagwa, off of his performance with Lucero, is of a comparable level with Lucero, then I have to believe that Brown will, as he did with Lucero, maybe get knocked out. So I'm going to add a round on. I think Lucero, who knocked out Brown in 3, I think he's a little bit better than Mtagwa because he won a 10-round decision. So I'm going to add a round on. I know this is a little unconventional, and I'm going to say 4 rounds. Keep an eye on it.
You've been very bold with your prediction here tonight. You say Rogers, Mtagwa, KO in your fight setup. Now you're throwing out a round. If you have any Ali rhymes for us, I'd like to hear that next.
I'm getting a little cocky, a little silly.
Very active first round. Let's take a closer look at the participants in our featherweight main event. The fighter focus on the 26-year-old Rogers Mtagwa. Originally from Africa, had a very, very poor childhood. In fact, he calls back home, and there's one phone in his hometown. They have to go get his mother and bring her to the phone.
Look, when you go over top of your right hand, bear that left hook back to the box.
Alvin Brown comes from a very big family. He is one of 16, 15 brothers and sisters, and a family that boxed. Grandfathers and his uncles, all amateur boxers.
Double jab, right hand, left hook. Put them together, okay?
Works as a certified nurse's assistant.
And as you said, Joe, in the corner of Mtagwa, Bobby Boogaloo Watts, that former terrific middleweight that was part of that great stable of middleweights back in the 70s and 80s in Philadelphia. Bobby Watts, for a lifetime, will always be able to say he has a win over the great Marvin Hagler.
Marvin Hagler's first loss of his career. Round number 2. You can see Mtagwa isn't shy at all. Straight out there, gets after it. Very aggressive approach.
And he goes downstairs as good as he does upstairs. And downstairs is available when Brown puts those earmuffs on and tries to keep the storm of strong punches coming to his head. He puts those elbows out a little bit, leaving that body wide open.
Two big right hands. You called it, Teddy, in the fight plan, and there it is.
Well, there's a susceptibility. There's a door open to right hands by Brown. He'll lead with left hooks in front, but right now getting caught right hands because he's leaving his head on the right side. On the side where, right there, you can see you're in the path of the right hand. And the path leads to behind that ear when you lay over on the right side, as Brown is doing. You're in that punching alley of the right hand, and the punch will land, if not on the chin, behind the ear, right there, behind the ear, and that throws off, distorts your equilibrium. Right now, the balance of Brown is distorted.
Hard-charging Rogers Mtagwa trying to make a statement here early on.
Brown may not be showing a capacity to avoid right hands, but he is showing a great heart and a great determination to hang in there and to win back at Mtagwa.
Mtagwa almost learned a lesson there as he looked away on the instruction from Steve Smoger and almost got caught. Lands a good left uppercut there. On the attack again, 4 punches. That right hand was almost behind the head.
Again, the right hand is the ticket for Mtagwa.
Drives down another right hand, then a left. And with 40 seconds to go here in round number 2, Alvin Brown is down.
Well, once you catch the man with the right hand, he will usually straighten up. Look for Brown. If he straightens up now for another right hand, look for the left hook to maybe end his night.
Another right hand drives Brown down.
And again, for the same reason. Watch where Brown places his head. It's on his right side. Right in the path to that right hand of Mtagwa.
Unified rules, no 3 knockdown rule. So Brown just has to survive these final 5 seconds. And he does, but he was hurt in the final minute. He was bad off.
Give it to me.
Take a breath. Take a deep breath. Deep breath.
The 2 knockdowns in the second round from Rogers Mtagwa, Teddy.
Both from the same punch, both for the same reason. Right hands, and as you can see, Brown in that right hand lane. Second knockdown coming up. Again, Brown laying over on the right hand side, and the right hand does the job.
He's up off the stool. Is Alvin Brown. You like that in a fighter, to get up that early after being hurt in a round?
It's better than staying down on it.
No, staying down's no good. You don't want to be down in any regard. Round 3.
Even I can figure that one out.
The hard-charging Rogers Mtagwa.
Hands up, hands up.
Had a shaky loss in March to Orlando Salido. You heard the excuse of a damaged rib. Got his career momentum back.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
With a TKO win against Art Simonian in June. And now looking to come up with an eye-opening win against Alvin Brown in sensational fashion. And set up a possible fight against fellow featherweight, the undefeated and the very entertaining Jason Litzau. That has been much talked about.
Maybe flaws in the makeup, in the battle plan of Brown, but one of those flaws is not lacking of heart. Brown's shown plenty of that. Surviving to this moment and starting this round, not looking just to survive, but actually looking to do some attacking as Mtagwa starts to take control once again. Mtagwa, as we said in the fight plan, stronger, more durable.
Punch, don't